That's the bed that you made, that's the bed that you made, yeah. Ay, yeah, bed that you made, that's the bed that you made.
Ay, Katie, let's go.
All hell King Darius.
That's a bed that you made.
That's the bed that you made.
That's a bed that you laid.
That's the bed that you laid.
What kind of game is you playing?
What kind of game is you playing?
We go hard in the paint,
We go hard in the paint, yeah.
Fuck is you saying?
What the fuck is you saying?
Go with it.
I only go where they pay. What kind of game is you playing?
Ay, yeah, whoa, my shit is relevant, on topic, my melanin is popping. I'm taking skeletons out closets and making new deposits. I'm in my element, no ollies, you children popping mollies. I'm so intelligent, my honesty turned into philosophy. I go hard in the paint, the harder I play. Nigga, I'm like Harden on James, a problem to face. I don't wear my heart on my sleeve, just look in my eyes. Nigga, you can do what you need, I do what is right. I don't fucking want what you have, just look at your life. Nothing but is sacred to me, it's out of my sight. That just means it's out of my mind, it's not worth the fight. Nigga, yeah, I'm out of my mind, I'm out of my mind. Hey, you did what you did.
Yeah, you did what you did.
Give a fuck about intentions.
Don't give a fuck about intentions.
You can watch what I do.
You can watch what I do.
Just stay the fuck out my mentions.
Stay the fuck out my mentions.
That's a bed that you made.
That's the bed that you made.
That's a bed that you laid.
That's the bed that you laid. What kind of game is you playing?
We go hard in the paint,
We go hard in the paint, yeah.
Fuck is you saying?
What the fuck is you saying?
Go with it.
I only go where they pay. What kind of game is you playing?
Hard in the paint,
We go hard in the paint, yeah.
That's a bed that you made.
That's the bed that you made.
That's a bed that you laid.
That's the bed that you laid. What kind of game is you playing?
Hard in the paint,
We go hard in the paint, yeah.
Fuck is you saying?
What the fuck is you saying?
Go with it.
I only go where they pay. What kind of game is you playing?
Hard in the paint,
We go hard in the paint, yeah.
Yeah, let's go.
Good thing, yeah, I found that. Young king with my crown at. 10 racks in the fanny pack. Couple hundred in the Louis bag. Couple hundred need a G-Wagon. Big tax on my big spending. Big facts, no pretending. We back on the full sense. That good thing, yeah, I found that. Young king with my crown at. 10 racks in the fanny pack. Couple hundred in the Louis bag. Couple hundred need a G-Wagon. Big tax on my big spending. Big facts, no pretending. We back on the full sense.
Crazy flow, need a straight jacket. Cash flow, I'm a bank addict. 6 subs, had the bass smacking. 808 had the place clapping. 3 girls is enough for me, so I pull out like the stock's crashing. Like an IPO trying to purchase me. This a private sector, so you can't have it. Faking all that boom bapping. Who you think you is, boy? 90s want they sound back, so I give rap all these fake rappers as I take matters in my own hands. I don't need rapping, I don't need Zans. I don't need help, I'm a grown man. Now they king left and they so mad, it's like
Good thing, yeah, I found that. Young king with my crown at. 10 racks in the fanny pack. Couple hundred in the Louis bag. Couple hundred need a G-Wagon. Big tax on my big spending. Big facts, no pretending. We back on the full sense. That good thing, yeah, I found that. Young king with my crown at. 10 racks in the fanny pack. Couple hundred in the Louis bag. Couple hundred need a G-Wagon. Big tax on my big spending. Big facts, no pretending. We back on the full sense.
yeah, hey, look what I got. New whip with no top. Cooking up no stove top. Ice cold, no snow drop. Big budget ass, big facts. Big money in the contract. Been running no contact. New record with the new tracks. Yeah, they been sending me new plaques. I don't really need new plaques. Nah, big rock with the suplex. Yeah, new rock got a new flex. Yeah, I'm current, I'm a new trend. Knock boys with the full scent. Yeah, like I said, no new friends. We don't really need new friends.
Good thing, yeah, I found that. Young king with my crown at. 10 racks in the fanny pack. Couple hundred in the Louis bag. Couple hundred need a G-Wagon. Big tax on my big spending. Big facts, no pretending. We back on the full sense. That good thing, yeah, I found that. Young king with my crown at. 10 racks in the fanny pack. Couple hundred in the Louis bag. Couple hundred need a G Lieutenant, we back on the full sand set.
The following program is rated TV MANOC. It contains a big pair of nuts directly on your chin. It is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised. Swole Normuth.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
What's going on, Beaches, Booshes, Busters, Hustles, and Yo-Hoes? It's your boy Papa Swolio back with another episode. And today's episode of the Beastcast is brought to you as power sponsored by Everson K2, flexing on all you Beaches.
It's the fucking Catalina one.
Welcome to the show, fam. Thanks for being here. Hit the like button, subscribe. Let's jump right into today's episode. Rumble, YouTube at The Daily Swole, Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Hit the like button, subscribe, drop a comment down below. What are you smashing today? A reminder, we had a new drop yesterday for the accountability meeting. We got new launches over there at papaswolio.com. We got new yoga over there for members also, so go and check everything out in yesterday's episode. Go to papaswolio.com. We got buy one, get one 50% off. Wow. And we have the brand new Go to the Beep Boop Gym. This is absolutely lit. What a great new design. Yes, Gym City 2000 is a great design. I was wearing that yesterday. Today I'm rocking the green circle of lift. Go check it out. Go to the Beep Boop Gym. Absolutely fire. If you love PR2D2 and C3PR, go and check out that new drop. Speaking of drops, we got this one from Candace.
What's in the box?
And it's actually very fitting because I'm rocking the circle of lift green, and this is what I'm wearing in the ringtone Swole Tunes review. I use it for my alarm so Swole can motivate me to go to the fucking, I'm assuming that was a G, go to the fucking gym. Plus, it's catchy. So awesome. Thank you so much, Candace, for the review. Appreciate you. And yeah, you can leave reviews for ringtones. So if you purchased a Swole Tunes, make sure you go and leave a review. Leave a picture review. If you got some merch, you get Swolio's back, and then you can get rewards and you can get stickers. You can get merch. You can check all that out. The little beard logo in the bottom right-hand corner over at papaswolio.com. So thank you, Candace, for the review. Super stoked.
I gave it a 10.
Excellent. Thank you so much.
A fucking 10.
Thank you so much. All right, fam, let's get into the tip. We got some awesome Swole fam posts. What pillar are you focusing on right now?
Just an inch.
Let's get into it.
Inch. It's cold outside.
So you could drop that in the comments. What pillar of the 7 pillars of Swolenormous, which one are you focusing on most right now? If you don't know what those are, go to swolenormousx.com and download your free copy. Amanda says, I'm working on nutrition. Since the beginning of the year, I've been focusing on whole foods, mainly meat, fruit, and vegetables, or foods with minimal ingredients. I stopped eating lunch at the cafeteria at work, and I bring my own homemade food. Oh, good for you. Excellent. I also have increased how often I eat steak. I have never felt better. That's what I'm talking about.
We choose truth over facts.
No, those are straight facts. Those are straight facts, Joe.
Come
Damn
on,
right.
man.
Damn right. Good for you. Up that steak. Up that steak. Get that iron in. You're going to feel so much better. Cerny says recovery, which is pillar number 4, of course. Lately, I've been taking 2 days off in a row from lifting, I believe it's exactly what I needed to do. My hands are healing up much faster from ligament issues. If I have to lift with lighter weight for a while, that's what I'm doing. I also make sure to keep moving my hands and fingers with a bag of rice, which works wonders. Here's to lifting till the day I die. I love this shit. Let's fucking go. That's the game. That's the game. We're doing this till the last day. So awesome, Cerny. Love to hear it. And yeah, you know, there's great workarounds for things with your hands. If you're doing curls or if you're doing triceps, you could use wrist cuffs and stuff like that for certain movements so you can get the grip out of there. But using the rice bucket for extensions for your fingers, opening, rotational, there's a lot of great things with your wrists and your fingers, grip strength, and forearm training is fantastic with a rice bucket. So that should be a staple. It's perfect for a warm up. It's perfect for you to go to bed anytime. It's great. And Cerny will tell you. Luis says, pillar number 6, mindfulness, really locking in on controlling what I can and releasing what I can't. Staying present, keeping my head down, executing consistently. Practicing what the pillars teach and showing up regardless. Boom. That's what pillars number 6 will do for you. But really, that's all the 7 pillars, right? The 7 pillars are all things that you can control. It's not the things you can't, it's things that you can. So, shocker, you focus on what you can control, you can improve them, and then your situation improves dramatically. We got 2 more posts. Before we do, make sure you use the hashtag #MakeAmericaSwole. We have that as a Swole card, and we'll give that away at the end of today's episode. And of course, we have the Mustard Man. Very nice. Aww. Very nice Mustard. And Pinkston, everyone's here. We got this one from Mark. Mark says, I'm working on community. I posted earlier that I had to cut off my best friend of many years. It really made me reevaluate a little bit more as to who I am letting into my life. As I move forward from this, I plan on really evaluating who I let into my circle, mostly by just seeing how they act and carry themselves. If it's in a way that will be detrimental to me, I will not associate myself with them. But if I see a possibility for them to grow, I will do what I can to help. But how they react will determine whether I continue to associate with them or not. And that's it. That's it. It doesn't mean be a dick. It doesn't mean, hey, what should I eat instead of this? What do you eat? How can I start training? And you're like, fuck you. You're not going to do it. You can help people, but don't invest like hours and days of your life and breaking things down for people that are really not going to put any effort in. A lot of times people are what you call ask holes. They just like to ask questions. They just want to hear themselves ask a question. They want to hear your response, and they're not going to do it anyway. So just be mindful of your time, protect your resources. And if someone's actually involved and really a go-getter and they really are implementing these things, then of course you could scale it up and give them more advice. So when you're growing, you can invite people along with you. You can help, you can have an open door, but you're focused. Your train is moving. You're not slowing down for people. And if they don't want to get on board and they don't appreciate it, X, Y, and Z, then it's not that you have to cut them off. It's just you're going to be distancing yourself from them anyway. You're just going to drift apart because you have other interests and you're focusing on other things. Pam says, mindfulness. I have a couple life experiences going on that are truly out of my control. So I'm focusing on my attitude, being positive and present, laughter and tears, then getting it together and going to the fucking gym. Making time each day just for me, brain gains, and journaling each day. There you go. And you know, the 7 pillars are things that you can control, but of course, mindfulness, you can control mindfulness, but you can't control those other things. So mindfulness is where you can lean on when there are things that are out of your control. You have to remember that I got to stay present, stay focused on what I can control. And there can be things that suck, but you have to deal with it and be a rock, right? Be a rock, let the water pass over you, let the stream just float on by, let the lily pads and the leaves just kind of float on by. You can't do anything, so why stress it? You know, you can control how you react to it. So if you're stressing yourself out and internalizing everything, then it destroys your health and your well-being, and there's really no benefit to it. It's harder than it sounds, but it's a very simple concept. Just got to practice it. All right, let's get into some Rate My Meal. All right, Rate My Meal time. Here we go. What do we got first? I haven't previewed these. Ayla Joan Allen, smoky chicken bacon Alfredo with Monterey and Parm. Monterey? That's a cheese. Alfredo made with pureed cottage cheese, fresh garlic, and spices. Well, you're definitely making your own food. That's for sure. All right. I mean, honestly, I wouldn't make this. I wouldn't recommend this for a regular meal just because of that's a lot of fat and chances are the pasta is going to be a rough one for you. So you're definitely making your own food. Good for you. I'm sure it tastes good, but man, what's with the cottage cheese? We're still putting cottage cheese on everything. So anyway, good stuff. Not enough protein. There's really no, I mean, chicken bacon, that's not real bacon. Unless there's chicken in there and bacon. But if it's smoky chicken bacon, then it's just a lot of fat. It's a fat and carb bomb. So you're a little bit light on the protein, in my opinion. Most people will benefit more from protein and carbs when they're training hard and then adjusting the fat. So if you have digestive issues or you have bloating and you have, body fat you're trying to minimize, chill out with the cheese a little bit, right? Raw cheese is great when you start cooking in, adding all these other preserved cheeses and things that you get in packages, it starts getting a little wonky. So, all right. You don't see people, I mean, you guys know, there's a difference between eating right, eating clean, and then, hey, it's real food, but going a little overboard on that one, in my opinion. All right. Okie dokie. All right. John Masek. We got some fish. It looks like we got some sweet potatoes with bird poop on it. I'm just trolling. I don't know what that is. I don't know what a lot of this stuff is. There's eggs. I'm assuming that's avocado. There's some fish. What a combination. Is that fish? I guess it could be chicken, but that looks like fish. Man, you guys eat some weird combos, man. Eggs and fish. Someone confirm with me. That's fish, right? That's tilapia. Looks like tilapia, right? Tilapia, sweet potato, something on the sweet potato, avocado, no qualms, scrambled eggs, that's fine. I don't know is that cottage cheese on a banana? Is that look, I mean, I don't really have anything wrong with any of these foods in particular, but that's a weird combination. So good for you, man. Your avatar has you catching a fish, so I'm assuming you're a big fish person. I don't know. That makes my palate like, yeah. But I don't have anything wrong with any of those foods. But man, that combination is, woo, yeah, boy. All right, Camille. Before roasting, we got some steak and we got some bone. You're going to have some roasted bone marrow. All right, that's based.
Boom shakalaka!
All right, what else we got? Larry, ground chicken with paprika and a little cheese mixed in and some broccoli. All right, okay. All right, so chicken. No carbs, really. No carbs. No fat, really. Maybe a little bit with the cheese. Okay. Again, remember, we don't know these meals in context, but I look at this and I'm like, it looks light. Are you a martial artist? Is that jujitsu in your avatar? This is very light. It's a light meal. Maybe it's a pre-workout. I don't know. Maybe that's some sort of meal. Just looks a little bit light. Looks like there's something missing. Need some carbs there. Need a little bit more food or a little bit more. I need some soul on that food, right? When I see chicken, I need some oomph. I need something on it. It looks like, I don't know, chicken and broccoli. Anyway, we got a top fan. All right. We'll be nice. We'll be nice to Matthew Lavarge. He's got the Ozempic shirt in the avatar. So lasagna. All right. Again, I am generally a fan of what most people are putting out in terms of making their own food, which is good. First stop is making your own food. Now, I am not a fan of lasagna. Lasagna is just, I don't know. I don't know what the appeal is for lasagna. It's just a ton of cheese and pot. I'm just not a fan. I'm not a fan of cakes. I'm not a fan of food cakes. I'm not a fan of casseroles and mashes. I just don't like those things in general. That's my preference. I always say, where's the meat? Right? Like that commercial, where's the beef? Where's the beef? If you want to have pasta and you want to have like a quality pasta, okay, instead of potatoes or rice, it's okay. So lasagna, if you're making yourself, the ingredients matter. To each their own. But Papa, it's layered. Fuck you, it's layered. Oh, I just don't like you just cut it and it's just like layers of cheese. And I'm not a fan. I love raw cheese though. I do like cheese. I'm just not a fan of like the excessive cheese that are put on things. Look, and we'll leave this, glad you're making your own food, Matt. So let's move on. But when it comes to like chicken parm and stuff like that, because chicken doesn't have much flavor. It really doesn't. It's bland as fuck. So if you're putting cheese all over it, all right, well, now it tastes better. But guess what has protein and fat? Steak. Like steak just tastes great by itself. Chicken by itself, you guys know, it's like, meh. But steak by itself, money. There's a reason. There's a reason. All right. Let's get that beef game up. Shall we? But I will say, aside from my own personal preference and things that are causing people inflammation and the crappy quality of pasta that we get in this country, I don't know about the details of the ingredients there. I am glad at least people are making their own food. Making your own food at home is a skill, and it's the time that you're putting aside and the focus to make your own food. And then it's very easy to adjust the ingredients and change the outcome. So if you're already in the habit of buying ingredients and buying foods and making your own food at home, you can just improve it. So that's the first thing. People that are just buying fast food and outsourcing everything, you got to learn the skills. You don't have pans. You don't have any of the proper things and tallow and stuff to cook with. So if you're already cooking your own food, cool. It's an easy switch to like upgrade ingredients and stuff like that. So anyway, just some thoughts there. Let's get into some knowledge talk. Let's get into some questions. All right. Drop your questions in the comments. Hashtag AskPapaSwolio. Let's get into it. Did someone say cabbage with salmon? I'm waiting for someone to say lasagna, salmon, cottage cheese, and peas or something like that. It's like a pea, salmon, cottage cheese, broccoli casserole. I'm waiting for that. It's going to be carrots and cottage cheese. It's going to be all the foods that I just don't like. Someone's going to have them all in one mash. What do you think about my cottage cheese, broccoli, carrot casserole? All right, what do we got here?
What's in the box?
Sergeant Payne, what's your opinion? Did we just do this? What's your opinion on calisthenics? I'm tired of this question. I don't give a shit. I don't care. What's my opinion? Anytime you ask me what's my opinion on exercise, it's always in context. You just doing calisthenics or are you trying to build muscle? If you're trying to build muscle, lift heavy weights. You should be lifting heavy weights. You could do push-ups and pull-ups, no problem. You could do weighted pull-ups. You could do pull-ups for hypertrophy. You could do dips for hypertrophy. You could do jump rope. It's great for your calves. It's great for elasticity. It's great for your tendons. It's great for your lymphatic system. Like, jumping rope is great. But I care about the results. What are you trying to accomplish? So a lot of people just want to do work that's a little bit easier. And I will say that, and people might get offended by that. But, if you're just doing body weight stuff, it's easier. It's much harder to get to failure. It's much harder to do anything that's going to actually like build muscle. Can you? Sure. But you're going to tap out because it's harder to get that mechanical overload with just your body weight. Eventually you just kind of adapt to it. It just turns out to be cardio. So you should be able to do pull-ups, push-ups, dips, all those things, but start adding load to it. So if that's what you're referring to, that's my opinion on it. But it always comes down to what you're trying to accomplish and does that fit your program properly? Suzette. Papa Solio, what advice would you give someone who struggles with depression and motivation? Well, doesn't everyone? Most people self-diagnose with depression. And of course, if you go to a psychiatrist or someone, they're eager to tell you that you're depressed so they can put you on medication. So most of the time it's just low mood, it's lack of nutrition, it's lack of proper habits, it's lack of sunlight. So I would say up your vitamin D, make sure you're getting vitamin D and K2, start getting some organ meats like beef liver, get more sunlight, go for a walk, meditate, cut out the blue light, get off social media, get rid of estrogenics and toxins in your environment. Birth control is a fucking poison. All these things that you are ingesting and subjecting yourself to, that's what's interrupting your quote motivation because it makes you feel like shit. So you don't need motivation, you need discipline, you need direction, you need purpose. So most people that say they're depressed, they just don't feel good because they're eating like shit. They're not getting sunlight. I see a lot of people, they're snowed in. It's fucking snowstorms in New England and crap like that. It's 75 or 70 degrees outside. It's gorgeous, sunny. I just roasted my nips. Getting sunlight will change your life. And most people just don't live where you can actually get sun all year round, which baffles me. It blows my mind that people want to live their entire lives in places where it's snowy 9 to 10 months out of the year. And I know I've lived there. Don't even try to tell me like, well, it's only a few months. And then, no, it's nasty until like April because then it's cold and sleety and it's like sludgy and there's no fucking leaves on the trees and it's kind of cold and wet and gross. You know, you have summer from maybe May or June to like August and then it gets fucking cold again. So you have like 6 to 8 months out of the year where it's cold, rainy. No, Not my cup of tea. I like to roast the nips. I like my vitamin D's nuts. So get some sun. Those are all good advices, especially what I launched with when you first asked that, when I asked the question. All those things. Vitamin D, big time, big time, big time, big time. Sauna, it's fantastic. Yeah. Evan King, 2007. Papa Swole, I am trying to have my hair like yours, Papa Swole. Oh, thank you. How long did it take to get that length? Everyone always asks how long. I don't know. A year? I don't know. You grow it out and then you just trim the ends and it grows and grows. But if you eat properly and you take care of it, I use shameless plug, papaswolio.com. Let's fucking go. We got scalp seed, mane gains, and bull cream. But the scalp seed and mane gains are for your hair. So hair and beard. Scalp seed is for the roots. For the follicles, you put scalp seed on your scalp. I also put it, I rub it into my, chin, under my neck, anywhere my beard is. And then mane gains, I put in the mids and ends of my hair and my beard. And it's fantastic. But it always starts with proper health and nutrition. So proper health, proper food, proper sleep, lowering stress, sunlight, all those things. And then topical to keep the hair moisturized and the follicles moisturized. So check it out, papaswolio.com. Best products. That's what I use. That's why we created them, because I wanted to share with the world because they're fucking awesome. That's what I use every day. So how long did it take to get that length is just a really stupid question. Just saying. If you're doing the right things every day, the hair will grow and your beard will grow. Testosterone matters too. All these things. I didn't time it. I've had long hair for 20 fucking years. Amadin FP, but it will grow faster with scalp seed, but it's marginally. So it's like, oh, my hair grows inches. It doesn't, there's a range. Hair doesn't grow that fast, but if you're eating a lot of collagen's important. So bone broth, making your own stuff like that, ground beef, all these things have collagen. You can supplement with collagen also, but these things are really important. How long it takes to build muscles and have an insane physique depends on what you mean by insane physique. Sometimes people think people that are skinny ripped are like, wow, you're in great shape and you look like Brad Pitt from Troy. Yeah, he was muscular, but really, really, really skinny. So he wasn't really jacked. He was just lean, not weighing much. Do you really want to look skinny ripped or do you want to be muscular and strong? So how long, that depends. But, if you're starting with a decent base, it's going to take you a few years. Some people make progress faster. It depends, but years. At least a couple years, because you have to learn, you have to do things wrong. You can make a lot of progress. Some people make significant progress in a few months, but it takes time. Depends on where you're starting from. But insane physique, that's really just a vague, subjective thing to say. All right, we got two more, and then we'll take any live questions. Hashtag Ask Papa Swolio, drop in the comments. Yul Taveras, Papa Swolio, I missed the gym yesterday. Can I add exercises from yesterday to today's routine? No, you missed the gym, so you're just going to combine everything. If you have a program, you continue the program. That's it. You don't skip it. You don't combine it and overdo it. You just bump it back a day. So, hey, it's upper lower and I missed it. Sure. If you are doing upper lower and you missed upper and you want to do, hey, just a full body today, it's okay. Yeah, you can combine and decrease the volume and keep on your program. It really depends. But you just don't want to add stuff and then you stick to your program. There's different ways to adjust a program. So just do what you're going to do yesterday, do it today. And then you do what you're going to do today, tomorrow. Mind blown. All right, K Papagni, 82. Is the circuit at Planet Fitness a good starting point for a strength training newbie? I don't Purple Planet. So the circuit, I guess, is there a circuit? Do they do that? Are there certain machines in a circle and you just do one after the other? I don't know how that's designed. Maybe for a beginner. Look, for a newbie, what matters is you're doing it properly and you're consistent and you're progressively overloading. There are a lot of people that just do the treadmill or just do any kind of circuit over and over again. They never really progress. They just do the circuit. Hey, I completed it. It doesn't matter if you complete a circuit. What matters is, are you building muscle? Are you getting stronger? Are you resting enough? It doesn't matter what you're doing. You can go to the gym. A lot of people go to the gym and don't get results. So the first part is going to the fucking gym. The next parts are doing it properly. So, I don't want to discourage anyone. For a strength training newbie, yeah, I mean, anything is a new stimulus. But the most important thing is you're doing it properly with intent. So you need a good program. Period. Yeah, you got to be doing it intentionally. Just going and doing the circuit. Hey, I did each machine. Sure, you could do it half-assed and make no progress, and you did the circuit. You getting stronger? Are you doing it properly? Are you pushing yourself? Are you getting close to failure? Are you learning how to do it right? Yeah, I know what a circuit is. I don't know anything about Planet Fitness setup. I don't know if they have like a set area, like, ooh, here's the circuit over here, and then the rest of it's over here, or it's like integrated with like numbers on the machines. I don't know if any of you go. Maybe that's a standard thing. So yeah, and I don't like that. I don't like that kind of stuff. So if you're doing a circuit where it's timed, that's nonsense. The circuit is an area where you spend 1 minute. Yeah, 1 minute on a machine. Like, what does that have to do with anything? So in other words, you're not recovering enough from each exercise, and then yeah, you're just doing cardio. Most circuits are just cardio type thing, and you complete the lap, and everyone feels good about themselves. It's like the thing, like, the group exercise classes or things that people do to avoid exercise, to avoid actual training. They go and they try to do this fun thing. Or like, hey, I did 1 minute here, 1 minute here, 1 minute here, 1 minute here. They're sweaty and cool. You might have you probably better off walking on an incline and then lifting heavy weights. So anyway, circuit training, not enough recovery for maximum strength output. So you're sacrificing muscle growth. But for a newbie, yeah, it could build some confidence and stuff like that. It all matters with the execution. And again, intentional training, getting on a program is important. It's probably even more important for someone just starting out. That way you create those good habits. All right. Yeah, I agree with that. John says that in-between phase sucks. Hair is too short to pull up, too long to keep out of your face. Good luck to you. Yeah, I used to put like a headband up here because it was too short to put back in a ponytail, but then it would like hang down your face. That period sucks. I do remember that a long time ago. I would put like the headband on, but once you can put it back in a once you can put it back in a ponytail, get a clip. Once you can clip it or put it back, it's like, all right, you're good. Once you get out of your face properly, then you have long hair, and then the long hair actually benefits you. You can actually get it out of there. All right. Fam, by the way, we got new releases. Look at this. We got Go to the Beep Boop Gym. What a great design.
Boom shakalaka!
Look at that. Look at that sticker. What a great design. Go to the Beep Boop Gym. Beep, boop, boop, boop. Go to the Beep Boop Gym based. I love it. I love it. And also, not only that, you probably saw down there, as I was scrolling, but we got tapestries too. We got a lot of tapestries, baby.
This is a castle, isn't it?
Yeah.
There are tapestries.
We have many tapestries.
Look at all these tapestries. We got lots of them. Look at Dobby never skips leg day. Never. Look at that dude. Look at Dobby. You think Dobby ever skips leg day? I don't think so. Look at that design. Dobby never skips leg day. Look at that. He's got the sock flexing. This might be one of the most underrated designs. Dobby never skips leg day. No, he does not. No, he fucking does not. Why would he? Why would he? Never does. Never has. Never will. That's deep. All right, let's get into some balls deep. Any questions you could drop in the comments down below. If you have questions, if we missed it, but we're going to move right along. Let's do it. All right. We'll do the short one first. These are all short. We're going to get through these quick. These are all short. All right. Let's just do them all. This one's called Hate Men.
What's in the box?
My God. Look, this is the fun part of the show where we just watch some shit that's in my folder. I don't see, by anyone that's just new to the show, I don't see these beforehand. So I'm watching this. I'm like, what the fuck am I seeing? I like not knowing because it just pisses me off, and it's authentic. I've never seen these before. All right. Hate Men.
Just a man-hating lesbian. Do I hate men generally? No. Are there a lot of men that I hate? Yes. Does my back tattoo depict women decapitating a man? Yes. Do I wish violence upon men? Not most. Just don't give me a reason to hate you. It's that simple. Just a man-hating lesbian.
It's a weird video. Do I hate men? What? Do I have a back tattoo of a woman decapitating a man? Yeah. All right. Well, there is a saying for this. Hold on. I'm going to pause it.
Just a man
No, I don't want to see it. Hold on.
hating lesbian. Do I hate men generally?
Hold on.
No.
There we go. Look at the eyes. You see in the eyes, man.
The eyes, Chico. They never lie.
Yeah. It's weird. You're going to talk, you make this video about hating men. You look like a man. It's very weird, right? A lot of times you try to, you know, for someone that you hate or someone that you feel like you're oppressed by or attacked by, like you're victimized by, you try to kind of, you know, take that power back by dressing or acting or projecting yourself as the oppressor. So it makes you feel stronger. You know, you look like a man because you're like, oh, I hate men. They're scary. And then you look like a man with a male haircut. And it's a weird, I don't know. So you could hate yourself more, I guess, when you look in the mirror. I hate men. Look, I look like a man. Ah, man. I don't know. Weird. Eat a steak. Don't be crazy. Go to the fucking gym. Oof. We'll do that one last. This one's, I can't say the word. This one's,
in the box?
It says KLL Kids. There's no I, so I don't know. Unalive Kids? I don't know. Let's see what this is. I don't know what the fuck this is. This person's giving a speech. It looks like Michael Moore in drag. Just saying.
I think we should start killing kids until they let us use whatever bathroom they want.
I don't have the punchline. Is this stand-up comedy or something? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what this is supposed to be. I'm not going to go over it. I'm not going to overly judge this one because this could be a specific bit in a comedy routine. I'm not saying it's funny, but it just kind of starts there, 11 seconds. You can't really get enough context. Definitely don't agree with what it said, but I don't know the rest of the context, so I'm just going to leave that there. All right, this one's called... I don't have an opinion on that. Without context. All right, this one's this one's called Your Sign to Wear a Skirt. Yeah, hard pass.
Hey man, this is your sign to start wearing mini skirts to work because I wore this today.
Ah, fuck.
And then I went next door to get a coffee and the barista looked me up and down and he went, it's on the house today. So the wedding's gonna be in the spring.
Are there any women here today?
I don't like them putting chemicals in the water that turn the friggin' frogs gay.
I work with retards.
All right.
I don't work with the males because I used to be one.
Stunning and brave. Stunning and brave. Stunning and brave. Stunning and brave. Big wood chipper. That's also true. Leftist comedy is not funny. Leftist comedy is definitely not funny. It's definitely not funny. All right. Well, that was a rush. That was like a triple boom, boom, boom. That was like a crazy combination. Let's cleanse the palate with a little puppers. Aww. There's Mr. Mustard. Should we give him a smackles? Let's give him a smackles. What do you guys think? Here we go. Drum roll for the smackles. There we go. You got a little smackles. You like that, Bubba? Little smackies? Good boy. Good poppers. Good Mr. Meats. Good Mr. Meats. Can't smackle her much. Can't smackle her too much. But him I can. All right, let's do this one. We got a Swole card. We'll give this away. It's Make America Swole. And then what we're going to do is we're going to do a throwback. All right, we'll do a throwback right after the... Ooh, that's going to be a good one. All right, Make America Swole. What do we got here? Let's see what we got. Scrolling. Who's scrolling? Make America Swole. We got a winner today. Tis the Alabastard. Congratulations. Oh, very nice. Congratulations. Send us an email to support@swolenormous.com. Swole card 3582 in the subject. Your mailing address in the body of the email. That's fantastic. Everyone's happy. Everyone's happy. What do you think, Mustard? What do you think? He doesn't care. He doesn't care. Can you blame him? Can you blame him? He's used to it. Everyone's winning Swole cards all the time. Congratulations. Send us that email. Now let's get into today's throwback. Beaches. That's fire. All right. Hit the like button, subscribe, Rumble and YouTube. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel. And if you haven't yet left a review on Apple Podcast or Spotify, make sure you do so, please. It helps tremendously. And we got all sorts of stuff. We got all sorts of things popping up over here. Will that pop up again? Okay, cool. I fixed it. Nice. All right, let's do this throwback. Here we go.
Telling me that back in the 1930s, my family fled from Germany to escape a Yahtzee regime and came to America for a better life. And now, not even 100 years later, I am trying to flee to Germany from America to escape that same Yahtzee regime.
Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck?
Make it make sense.
It doesn't make sense because you're mentally insane and you're part of a cult. The more you know. Robbie Swole. Good luck in Germany. Good luck with those power prices. Good luck with all that. Germany literally ditched their nuclear power and sold all their Bitcoin. So they're idiots. Good luck with all that. Yeah, Germany. Yeah. Well, you know, if you think the United States is a mess, just go to some other countries and see how that works out for you. Oh my God, I'm trying to escape the United States. It's so oppressive. Go check it out. Go check it out and let us know. This is why everyone that leaves comes back. Everyone that left has come back because, yeah, you realize over time, well, maybe people aren't going to remember that I said, I hate Donald Trump, I'm leaving the States, because no one cared when you left. But then they all come back because it's awesome. So anyway, we don't mind if you leave. I don't care if anyone leaves. I encourage you to leave. If you don't want to be a part of this awesome country, then get the fuck out. Who cares? Fam, don't be hard R retarded. Do not.
I work with retards.
That is the lesson of the day. All right. So we got a lot of stuff going on inside the community. So make sure you go and post up what you're training today. Let's get some gym pics in the community today. If you haven't responded to that pinned post at the top of the community in the app, make sure you go do so. We have new yoga that we dropped yesterday. I don't know if any of you have tried it yet. I don't know if you've jumped on the yoga train that we dropped yesterday. Let's see what we got yesterday. Twists number 5. What a great class. So if you need some recovery, try this out. It's an express class. So it's about 30 minutes. Twists number 5. And the cool thing about everything inside the app is that if you like twist number 5, you're going to love 4, 3, 2, and 1. So there's always more with these. We like to add to the series because people love all these individual classes. So we add more. You find one that you like and it's number 6 or it's number 3 and there's 10 of them. That's great. You can go through the whole series, pick your favorites, add it to your playlist, and then you can do them at your leisure. You can download it so you can do it offline if you travel or you go camping or whatever it is. You have shitty internet at home. You can go to work, download them, put in airplane mode. You don't need the EMFs and all that, right? You can play it all downloaded inside the app. So it's super cool. Roundtable from last Thursday, overtime from Friday, weekend philosophies if you missed them on Spotify. So we got a lot of stuff out there. Make sure you go and check it all out. Of course, we have the new merch. Go to the Beep Boop Gym. Absolute fire. But you guys, awesome. Everyone's crushing it. Shout out Swole fam. You're doing great. Thanks for being here. And we will see you tomorrow for 3583. Congratulations, Alabastard, again for winning today's Swole card. And we will see you tomorrow. Peace, McGee's, deuce, Magoose, ya boy, Papa Swolio. Oh.
Crazy flow, need a straight jacket. Cash flow, I'm a bank addict. 6 subs, had the bass smacking. 808s, had the place clapping. 3 girls is enough for me, so I pull out like the stock crashing. Like an IPO, trying to purchase me. This a private sector, so you can't have it. Faking all that boom bapping. Who you think you is, boy? 90s want they sound back, so I gift rap all these fake rappers as I take matters in my own hands. I don't need rapping, I don't need Zans. I don't need help, I'm a grown man. Now they king left and they so mad, it's like
then yeah, I found that young king with my crown at 10 racks in the fanny pack, couple hundred in the Louis bag.
That's a bag that you made. That's a bag that you made. That's a bag that you made. My shit is relevant, on topic, my melanin is popping. I'm taking skeletons out closets and making new deposits. I'm in my element, no ollies, you children.